Hi, my name is Chelsea Larson, and this is my mind map. To start off with, I have the problem-solving approach, and this is based off the idea that the learner is an active participant of the learning process, instead of learning just happening to the learner. The man most responsible for this idea is John Dewey. He believed the ability to think and learn has evolved, just like all other organisms. The knowledge to learn knowledge is improving all the time, as it is a vital function. He also argued that in order for the learner to be an active participant, the problems they are given have to be relevant to their lives. Here shows an excellent example of the problem-solving idea. The learner is given a problem to solve. Certain information is given and retrieved, and from there, ideas are created. One idea is selected as the best option, and from there, the idea is put into action through testing. Lastly, the results are to be examined, and the problem has either been solved or the process starts all over again. The best and most proficient way for a young learner to solve a problem would be if he or she could relate to it. We have been learning in EFRT 460 about the funds of knowledge. Each individual learner brings their own funds of knowledge into a classroom. They all have different knowledge bases, skill sets, experiences, past activities, household labor activities, and social networks. And my job as a teacher is to give them problems relevant to their lives, because then the idea is that they will better understand how to solve them. Moving on, we have constructivism. This theory labels learning as a biological capability. We're able to learn because we wouldn't survive elsewise. Jean Piaget is the most noticeable name with relation to constructivism, having believed learning is innate, and what we are able to learn is based off what cognitive development stage we are in. The cognitive stages are grouped into 4 age categories according to Piaget, with 0 to 2 years old just starting to act with their environment in the sensory motor stage. From 2 to about 6 or 7, the child is in the pre-operational stage and just starts to understand physical objects and is able to really play. In the concrete operational stage, the child is about 7 to 11 or 12 and starts learning abstract ideas. The rest of one's life is lived in the formal operational stage where adults are able to think about their future. With this knowledge, I will more be able to understand what my students are capable of learning. Even if Piaget's stages are not exactly correct, experience seems to be the base of all knowledge, and ignoring the idea these stages present would not be good. A learner can learn something, but without having any previous experience, the knowledge has nothing to stick to and is easily forgotten. The next theory is the social activity theory. This theory is based off the idea that all learning sprouts from a social experience. Since the very first learner, knowledge has been passed down about historical events from all generations, resulting in a lot of the information we have today, making the base of all knowledge a very social aspect. Lev Vygotsky studied this theory most closely, where not only do people make up the social aspect, but also media, like newspapers, TV, blogs, social media, and more. He also studied the learning potential a child might have. 2 children, based off Erikson's stages of development, could be at the same stage, but one might have more opportunities than the other. Depending on the child, their social tools will be different, but there are also so many opportunities for a child to learn in a social setting, like at school, with friends, with their family, and even on social media. The central tool of all of these being language. Closely related to the funds of knowledge is the social activity theory. What social groups an individual child is able to pull from depends a lot on their background. We spent a lot of time in 460 talking about race and gender and how they can affect dynamics in the classroom. Different races learn differently and are stereotyped certain ways, and all have different social groups. As a teacher, it is my job to make sure the children have as equal opportunities as possible in this regard. In finishing with EFRT 400 and 460, all the theories and connections are coming together. I understand as a future teacher, I will be free to choose what theories and tools I use in my classroom within reason, and this class has given me many to choose from. From these, I see the standards I have to meet are slowly being met. With the problem-solving approach, I am meeting Standard 1 with making sure the subject matter is meaningful to students. Through Erickson's and Piaget's stages of development, I am understanding Standard 2 that deals with how students learn and develop. EFRT 460 completely taught me about Standard 3, which is understanding how my students will be diverse and how I will be able to teach them. Standard 4 is met through all the different theories I learned in 400, and 5 has to do with the learner's environment that the social activity theory covers. Looking through all of them, I have made connections with each standard, and I know I am going to be a successful teacher one day because of it. Here are my sources, and that's it. Thank you.